Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Daniel Umstead, host of the RNG radio show, as well as a realtor right here in the city of Philadelphia. I wanted to come on today to actually do a presentation set up directly for you and how me being your realtor will be best if you're looking to sell your home, whether it be now or in the near future. If you'd like to get in contact with me right away, feel free to give me a call at 609-351-3975. In the meanwhile, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button for more episodes, not only such as these, but when I have guests come on and tell you about everything pertaining to life, whether it be career advice, resume writing, or in this case, real estate. So the brokerage that I'm with is Super Realty Group LLC. We actually have two locations, which I'll talk about later on. But the best way to get in contact with me would be reaching me on my cell phone at 609-351-3975, or you can contact the office at 215-474-7741. Now, as far as myself, my real estate business is built around one guiding principle. It's all about you. My focus is on your complete satisfaction. In fact, I will not only utilize my knowledge and enthusiasm to get the job done so well, but also relying upon my agents and friends in the real estate community to assist me. With that, as a result, you'll want to tell your friends and family about it. And that's probably why my business comes from repeat customers and referrals. Good service speaks for itself, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity to earn your referrals too. A simple value proposition that I can offer you. More money. Who doesn't want that, right? So by attracting the maximum amount of interested buyers, your property will sell for the highest marketable price possible. And I want to be keen on the word possible. I don't want you to come to me like, oh, wow, Dan can help me out with a lot of things. He's been doing so much. Maybe you'll be able to sell my home for 400,000 in a $250,000 market. Unless you can show and prove why that home is valued at 400K, along with my insight and expertise, then we can come to an agreement. Until then, it's always best to check out recent listings, especially if they're similar in your area, whether it be on Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, just to get an idea of what the ballpark is. But I'd rather talk about that further more on. Less time. My marketing firepower, in addition just to my social media alone, will maximize your property's exposure to active buyers who want to know more about your home. And the least amount of hassle. Who doesn't want just at the end of the day, hey, I got a buyer for you, to be done and over with. So I'll be able to put my experience to work while navigating the complexities of the real estate transaction, making it a seamless experience for you. So I want you to focus on three things here, because there's going to be three things that come up that you're probably going to be like, well, what do I need to do first to make sure my needs come first? Well, just three things. And it's really just asking why it's important to you. So I want you to visualize right now your dream scenario for selling your home. What does that look like? What does the process look like? If you're married, you're living with your boyfriend or girlfriend, living with family, what does that look like for you? Not only for this current home, but also getting set up for the next home as well. And what's the one thing that has to happen to make that dream scenario a reality? Now, a little tidbit on one of my side businesses, which I had mentioned, is resume writing. So if it's like, hey, Dan, I really want to sell my home, there's opportunities all across, but I'm stuck on, preparing myself for an interview or, getting my resume to where it needs to be at. Let me be that assistant and guide you in regards to that, because not only are you getting my real estate experience, you're also getting my 10 plus years of experience working with individuals, coming out of college all the way to executive leadership in the C-suites. Suite. That is a tough word. C-suite suite. So, with this one thing, how can I make that happen for you? And why is that important to you? And add on two more things, what else can be done and how can I make that happen for you? And why is that important to you? And write down those three things. So that way, when we actually have our initial conversation, you'll be able to say, hey, Dan, I saw your presentation. These are the three things that are important to me, and these are the three things that I want to make happen. And that way we'll both be able to come to terms to make those things happen. Clear communication. My real estate business is built on the concept of putting your needs first. And an important part of the means that when you have a question or need support, just know I'm here. When you choose to work with me, you can count on open and honest communication in the frequency and medium, whether it be text, email, phone, etc., whichever you prefer. I will mention that my cell phone, 609-351-3975, is the best way to get in contact with me. But if you prefer to call my office or call me directly or even email me, I'll definitely be sure to respond back in a timely manner. You're a local expert. That's me again. So when selling your home, it is critical, just all in general, it's critical to partner with a real estate professional that has a proven track record and holds themselves accountable to a very high standard. Your property will be sold quickly with the least amount of hassle and for top dollar. So when you're speaking with a realtor, whether it be me or someone else, you want to ask those questions. Hey, what does your track record look like? What can you bring to the table compared to everybody else? What can I expect to hear from you or when to hear from you as far as what that process looks like, which I'll get to in a bit. An industry leader. So when you work with me, you work with a trained agent that has the backing of one of the greatest brokerages in the Philadelphia area. We are a team of passionate super agents dedicated to assisting sellers, home buyers, and investors in the greater Philadelphia area. Now, as I mentioned before, we actually have two locations out in Philadelphia as well as Delaware County and continuously expanded. We are eager to help you achieve your real estate goals. And as a community-based organization, we hold frequent community building events, including financial literacy workshops and monthly home buyer classes free of charge. This puts your listing with the real estate network that not only cares about its agents, but also the community as well. So the process, everybody's like, well, what do I need to get prepared? Do I need to have tax statements available? Do I need to scrub down the walls because my dog did something he wasn't supposed to do on there? We'll get to all that in a bit, but I just want to go over with you what this process looks like line by line. So the real estate transaction in itself is complex, and navigating you through every step of the sale is going to be my expertise in this whole process. So what do we start off with? The initial meeting, walkthrough, and needs analysis. Now, I know you're already thinking like, I don't have time this week. This week, it doesn't look so good. Well, let me ask you this question. If you had an opportunity to set up a conversation just as we're doing right now via Zoom call, just to get the ball rolling, would you? And that should be an automatic yes, because coming and comparing with agents' times, please know that the best way to get things going is simply by setting up a video call. So that way you can see my face and I can see your friendly faces as well. So after the initial meeting, walkthrough, and we go over needs of the house, at that point, we're signing a list agreement. Again, this does not need to be face to face. We're signing a listing agreement as far as getting everything started, just going off of what we have available to pretty much put down a paper and get rolling. Now there's going to be some time where we need to schedule to meet face to face, and that's preparing your property for sale. So learning about certain things on what we need to stage, photography, etc. And then from there, launching a coming soon marketing campaign. That marketing campaign is pretty much putting out the word to serious buyers. And let me be clear about this. Serious buyers are going to be those who have already had the proof of funds, have already been pre-approved. In addition, they have all their documents lined up. They're pretty much just waiting for that nice house to come along that they're either looking to invest in or that they're looking to purchase, for years to come and keep the family. After we do the coming soon marketing campaign, then we're establishing a competitive price. And that's really just going around the neighborhood and using my expertise, seeing, what the houses are going for, in addition to what you're providing to the table as well. After we have a price set that is set by you, again, this is not by me. So I mentioned before about, doing 400,000 in a $250,000 neighborhood can get a little weary. But if you say at the end of the day, hey, I want my property at 400,000, then we're just going to need to do different strategies to make sure that people see why it's worth 400,000. And now we're launching the just listed marketing campaign. That's telling those same serious buyers, hey, this property is now available for purchase. Let's set up a time for you to meet, or speaking with agents that represent them to making this happen. And start showing your house, hold open houses, whether it be during the week or on the weekend. We're going to be working on a schedule where you and I can work together, where I could come in or have agents come in to show said property. And receiving and presenting offers. This is always the fun time because you're really, really seeing what folks are going to be paying for the home. And I know you're probably wondering now, well, Dan, isn't there a recession going on? The value of still obtaining a home for someone's future, especially when family is included, a recession price is not going to matter, especially if somebody's serious in getting that process done. After we receive and present offers, we begin that attorney review, negotiating the contract, going under contract, facilitating the inspection process. And I got a couple of great folks that I already can get you in contact with, negotiating any issues that may be coming up from said inspection, overseeing the appraisal process, and then coordinated preparing for further inspections if needed. Once you have the final walkthrough, and this is for the buyer and seller, so if you're a buyer in the market, seller in the market, or even a realtor who may just be getting started, that final walkthrough is very, very crucial, and that's typically done either within 24 hours and the day of closing. So once you have that final walkthrough, bam, we are at the closing table closing, and you have just sold your home. Your custom marketing plan. So your home is unique, and so should be the marketing plan employed to sell it for top dollar. Now, finding your buyer. As I mentioned before, I do have a book of business that I can reach out to in regards to either out-of-state investors or even those local in the Philadelphia area. But the savviest marketing plan is one that targets the channels buyers already using to find homes, in addition from optimized internet exposure to networking with local agents. I'll be working diligently to find your buyer as fast and efficiently as possible. And if you could see on here, and let's just say I myself am a home buyer, I'm going to fall in that 32 to 41 range. So, because I know a lot of friends from high school and college, reaching out to them, I'm already at an 83% markup between going through internet, utilizing my radio show as far as exposure, in addition to the MLS, along with just my real estate network, is that sure significance of where we can pretty much come in and present your home to the public, getting that buyer that we need. And as you can look along, a friend, relative, neighbor, home builder or their agent, yard signage, or even directly from sellers, it really gets down to a very, very small percentage numbers. So as we're starting off and getting your home on the market and getting it advertised, I'm going to be utilizing my real estate network, in addition, internet strategies to get your home marketed out to the right buyer. Now, your custom marketing plan. Now, I'm not going to go through all of this, so definitely if you have a moment, please be sure to pause this video to review. But just to be clear, there are 6 items: well-researched pricing, captivating staging, eye-catching yard signs, open house strategy, targeted networking, and then your listing being amplified. And that's just utilizing the Bright MLS, which is the multiple listing service, in which once your property goes on there, it's traveled out through a bunch of networks, mini networks, I should say, or litany if you want to get fancy with it, where other agents, investors, buyers are looking at said property and seeing something in their target range to potentially purchase on, along with my contact information on there. So if they're seeing 123 Main Street, pretty sure, please be sure, I should say, that they're going to be seeing Daniel Umstead's information attached to it when you choose me as your realtor. And again, please note, a lot of these things take time. So don't think, well, research pricing is, oh, because you looked at Zillow, I looked at the comps in the area, that, hey, we got a good price going. We want to be looking at strategies, because the moment that we put it on the market, or even more so that we put it down as a coming soon marketing campaign, we want to be able to hit the ground running. In addition, I have a lot of lenders that I can tap on the shoulder for in regards to assisting me with even reaching out to their network of buyers as well in the mix. The price is right. So when it comes to selling your house, the right price matters, as I discussed before. And competitive pricing generates the most activity from buyers and agents, while a price that's too high can contribute to a longer stay on the market. And that's something no agent, more importantly, no seller wants to have or hear that 6 to 7 months down the road that they still can't sell their home. Obviously, you put your home on the market for a reason. So we want to make sure that it's getting purchased at the right price, which, and as mentioned before, can ultimately drop in price to compete with newer, well-priced listings as well. So let's say your house has been on the market for 6 to 7 months, and just wanted to give you a fair comparison. Your house has been on the market for a little over 6 months, priced at 350. Meanwhile, another house in the area comes up for 275 that has about the same structure, maybe a bathroom or a half bath is missing, but it's at a much lower rate and might even be higher square footage. So we want to be able to beat that, not only with your listing being on the market too long, but in addition, we want to be able to get the right price at the right time. And a house that's priced at market value attracts the maximum amount of the market's potential buyers, and in addition can even raise that asking price just based upon competition. So again, with that same example, if we're able to get that price at 265, people are going to look at it as a steal, and in addition start bidding for it, and that's where we stand out above the rest in getting that maximum and right price for your home. Your open house. So what does this look like? Well, open houses have long played a crucial role in selling homes, but you got to ask yourself, but how can your home open house be set apart from the others? Well, I will be letting you know what I do when we meet face to face, but just to go over a few things, in addition to placing your yard sign and directional signs on key corners, along with balloons and riders, distributing flyers, email invites, and a website posting, which will be on danielumstead.com, posting the week before the open house, because nobody wants a open house announcement being sent out a month in advance, because otherwise you're going to be having some weird people knock on your door, or even worse, have some weird calls come in. So I don't want that to happen to you. So by all means, having them come directly to me within that impact. Personally knocking on your doors. And that's just a simple greeting from me. So what I would be doing with your friendly neighbors, which I'm pretty sure you have, is just introducing myself, saying, hi, my name is Daniel Umstead. I'm a realtor for Super Realty Group LLC. And your neighbor is looking to have an open house on such and such date. Just wanted to make you aware of it. If you have any friends or family that are looking, we'd love to have you come over. And then, of course, providing the time. And that's it. And that's, of course, not reaching out to every single person in the neighborhood, but just enough just to create that stamina and build up. Along with personally knocking on the door, getting on the phone the morning of, and reaching out to those same neighbors, because at the time that I am going around, it's also asking them simply, hey, would you like me to give you a reminder call on the day of, just to have you come over? In addition, that creates that good word of mouth. And then scheduling other open houses in the area. So because I have a great team of agents that I work alongside with, it's going to be that great opportunity. I'm going to switch this way. So getting on the phone the morning of the open house to remind everyone about attending. In addition, scheduling other open houses in the area so that way we can build some of that competition up as well. My promise, and I want to be clear about this, is to serve the community as a leader in the real estate industry, as a friend and a neighbor. I always want to be set out to do the right thing, even if it's not what it is to do, and to take care of your needs at the highest level through unparalleled professionalism and attention to detail. No request is going to ever be too small, and no request is ever going to be too large. I want to be able to serve as a trusted local expert and advisor by your side, to consistently and clearly communicate with you in the manner and frequency that you prefer, to treat you and your family with straightforwardness, integrity, and respect at all times. I want to be able to answer your questions effectively and quickly to ease your concerns, reduce your stress, and expertly handle the entire real estate transaction from listing to closing and beyond. I don't want you to look at this as a one-time transaction saying that, oh, wow, Daniel helped me sold my home, but I want to be able to build that relationship with you. So that way I'm not only helping you in your journey, but also your family as well, getting to where they need to be at. And last but not least, to hold myself accountable to selling your home for top dollar. After all, this is what this business is built upon. So the bottom line, listen, real estate is complicated, and that's where I come in. So at the closing table, my goal is for you to feel that the experience of selling your home exceeded all of your expectations. So throughout all of your interactions, from listing to closing that we've had, I want to be able to work hard to achieve that goal. Now, when you choose me as your partner, you're not getting just a trusted, respected agent. You're getting a local expert who is passionate about serving not only their community, but those who call it home as well. So without further ado, and you're ready to get started, let's do so. Give me a call or even shoot me a text, 609-351-3975. And if you're still hesitant, feel free to visit danielumstead.com to learn so much about me, along with other achievements that I currently have going on. I'm looking forward to working with you and looking to help to build your generations for the long run. Have a great one. Thank you for tuning in to the RNG radio show. Be sure to like and subscribe for more episodes and future content. If you'd like to learn more, visit us at danielumstead.com. Stay blessed, my fellow millionaires.